What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here, just checking in with all of you. I figured I took the afternoon off. A lot of you probably don't even know what the hell's going on. I'm not going to drag it all in here. Well, the specifics of it. I want to be kind of specific, but I'm also going to be quick. The word of the day for me is tact. Kevin from Rogue Deck Builder correctly defined my serious deficiency in tact. I need to get better at it. I'm acknowledging a weakness right now. I have not gotten any better yet, but I will try. So right now, there's a lot of issues going on outside of the YouTube community. In fact, the YouTube community is currently trying to heal a little bit. And for those of you that don't know, I put out a video on Facebook just because of all the drama that's going on outside of the YouTube community. We're trying to just move past everything and refresh, reboot, and just, we have our differences, but let's not make it personal kind of stuff. But on the other front, I've been under a lot of fire. I've been put on the baddies list from Wizards of the Coast, and you can see actually my conversation with Travis Wu about bullying and social justice warrior mobs that are currently attacking me. I've had my personal information leaked. This is all over me imploring these stupid tweets 6 months ago, and I think I've finally figured out why, or what would explain a lot of the hate. Certainly I've made plenty of my own enemies by being a bit of a dick. I have that. I read too much into feed. I read too many comments. I respond to too many things. I take things too personally. And so I've genuinely been a dick to like some real people here. So I can't apologize for what I can't take back what I've done, but know that if I was a dick to you for no reason, then I owe you an apology for that. For the most part, what's going on now is 6 months ago, I dared to say that men and women are equal and we deal with negative feedback the same way. Okay? That is the root at which all of this hate from certain places on the internet that are well known to be toxic is really coming from. I've also attacked other creators in the past and created some enemies that way. But today, this mess is social justice run amok. They have been calling my work. They have pressured my sponsors. And look, I have lost sponsors, okay? I've lost good sponsors. But the sum total of all revenue I get from all corporate sponsors is $800 a month. That's what I get from them. And if these social justice warriors pressure all 4 of those corporate sponsors to leave, I'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay? I fully understand why they are backing away from me right now, but I will not give 1 inch on this topic. The community has spoken louder than ever that they no longer want to be represented as some sort of reject neckbeards keeping women out of the game or whatever narrative is currently getting pushed by certain people at the top. The majority, the silent majority, is rising to fight this fight now, and it's super encouraging. I happen to be the target of the people that would dissent against that, and I'm okay with that. I've had a few panic attacks. I've had a few moments of weakness, but that tells me that this is worth it, is that we're winning. I'm not saying everything I say or I have said is correct. I'm wrong all the time, okay? But what I can tell you is that Magic players by far and away are awesome people, inclusive people. There is no real women in Magic problem. There is no real trans people in Magic problem. If there is any problem at all, it's because we're so large and we're a cross-section of society. 20 million players are a lot of players. Guess what? There are active pedophiles that play Magic. There's probably people that have murdered people that play Magic. There are people that have raped people that play Magic. These are people that exist because we are such a large group. It has nothing to do with the card game. It has everything to do with 20 plus million people. The vocal minority that seems to get most of the boosting would appear matches the politics of certain people at Wizards of the Coast. It's who they surround themselves with. It's who they choose to fly out to PAX. It's who they choose to promote on their blogs and put in their daily MTG articles. And for a long time, I was jealous of that. And then I realized, after I got over the jealousy of it, I realized just how fucked up it was. And as I talked to more and more people, everyone I talk to, okay? I'm not saying every comment. I'm talking everybody I really talk to in real life that plays Magic. When I ask them about Reddit, they're like, oh, it's cancer. I don't go there. It's garbage. It's toxic, right? Somehow, they represent 0.05. The active Reddit community represents roughly 0.05% of the total Magic community. And because, in general, their ideologies are similar to Wizards, that's who they listen to. And let me tell you something. I have had lots of Reddit users reach out to me in the last 24 hours and send positivity my way. And even people in the Reddit community who disagree with me have reached out to me and said, hey, friend, I disagree with you, but this is baloney. I'm an impetuous man. I sometimes open mouth, insert foot. So I entirely understand why Wizards of the Coast would not want to sponsor me. Now, if it were me and I were literally printing money like they are, I would issue a statement something like, hey, we're a company. We have no opinion on politics. Let's play Magic. Think about how easy their life would be if they said that. As a business decision, why wouldn't you want to give a spoiler to somebody that has 125,000 subscribers? Couldn't you just say, hey, yeah, we gave him a spoiler. Look at his reach. Of course we gave him a spoiler. But instead they chose to involve their ideologies, and now we have a major shitstorm. If you want to get involved in this conversation, email it directly to Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast. It takes 5 minutes to write them an email or call them, but I'm telling you it will make a difference. And look, if you disagree with me, if you're like, right on, Wizards, I'm glad you separated yourself away from him, cool. This is bigger than me. I know there will be a lot of people that say, oh no, he's mad because he's not getting free product anymore. Look, Wizards of the Coast has sent me maybe 2 or 3 booster boxes ever. They sent me a board game one time. And you got to remember, this is payment for promotion, okay? This is payment. This is how YouTube works when you're a mid-level YouTuber. It's very difficult to get cash from people, but it's very easy to get product. And they give you product in exchange for promotion. That's called good business. Where it gets bad is when you let your personal politics get involved. As much bad as I have to say about Wizards of the Coast, this channel is literally a hype train for them. 125,000 people love their game and love to hear about their game. Why would you fuck that up? Hasbro is the one that really, really needs to think if they want Wizards of the Coast to be enforcing their political views. I do not want anyone fired. I do not want anyone hated online. Please do not attack Trick Jared anymore. This is what the social justice warriors do. This is not what level-headed normies do, okay? Level-headed normies pick up a pen and paper, digitally nowadays, and write a letter. They pick up the phone. Because, let me paint a picture for you, okay? I've worked in call centers my whole life. I'm internet marketing. I have an internet marketing agency. I have clients all over the world, and that's why these social justice warriors can't hurt me. They've tried to call clients, but my clients don't care because they don't care about my personal politics. They care of whether or not I make them money. They pay me every month because I make them money, not because I agree with who they're voting for president. Okay? So I am in the perfect position to stand up and fight against this because they cannot hurt me. Last night, these cowards posted my home address on the internet as a threat. I take that as a direct threat to my friends and family. To me. That's all that is. That is intimidation. That is social justice warrior 101. But these people are so butthurt. I think I meandered a little bit, but I need to make one more point. They're so butthurt over me saying that men and women are equal that they're grasping at straws. They're trying to say me making a joke about telling a planeswalker to pee into the aether is somehow transphobic, even though countless trans folks have literally tweeted that they think it was hilarious. And it's like the equivalent of a dad joke. I am old. I'm old guard. I'm old guard on YouTube. I'm old guard at the local game store. But I still love this game more than ever. So I don't care if these people come at me. I'm asking you to stay positive, to focus on things that matter. Don't get involved in the Reddit hate brigade. If you don't like what's happening there, let Wizards know that you want them to step away. I don't want Reddit to not exist. It should exist. They have every right to have their opinions. If their opinion is that I'm an asshole, great. They're entitled to that. Every other week, there's some issue where they're spouting lies about... Look at the lies spouted this week about pros. It's a place that toxicity festers, but it's only a small amount. Most Reddit users are there just to read the threads, not to interact. Thousands of people read the threads, and there's 30 or 40 people commenting on most of them. Okay? So not all Reddit users are bad. I just think Wizards needs to stop listening to them. And I want you, the subscribers, to know that I'm just fine. I took the day off work, a half day of work today, and I personally responded to over 100 messages of support. Many of them from people that do not agree with me. All of you tweeting at me, words of support, leaving comments, sending me emails, Facebook messages. I appreciate that. I've responded to every one of them personally. I have 100 emails today. I've responded, every one of them. By the way, if you send me an email from Hotmail, my server's still blacklisted on Hotmail because I got hacked a while back, and I haven't fixed that. I don't think that hack had anything that had to do with a vBulletin vulnerability. So don't worry about that. They didn't do that yet. But these people are calling my work. They are doxing me. They are coming for my money, and I don't care. I'm not afraid. Because somebody spoke really wise words to me yesterday, and I've seen it play out live in front of my face. I'm getting a real life education in social justice. You cannot give an inch, and I will not give an inch. I am not afraid. I don't care if they take all my sponsors from me. I understand why sponsors have to leave because they are so dependent on Wizards of the Coast. The fact that my sponsors have to leave me is proving my point. Simple. All Wizards should care about is selling Magic cards. That's it. Okay? Let me give you one businessman to another. Worry about printing money. Okay? This is current year, and I'm bitching about stuff. When we're playing with $700 standard decks, $1,000 modern decks, this is not a real problem. Okay, Wizards? You are creating this by injecting personal politics into this. I am not creating this by disagreeing with you. And the overwhelming majority is standing up against this. Please, if you have an opinion, save it for Hasbro and Wizards. Send it to them. Don't fight with people online. It doesn't get anything done. If you see people attacking me, don't feel like you have to defend me. It's okay. I don't want other people to be in the same situation I'm in. Okay? It's not comfortable. It's very stressful. And at times it's super scary. When people are making threats of violence against you, direct and indirect, that is a scary thing. But I know that it's just a scare tactic. It means we're winning. It means that level-headedness is winning. And if we keep telling Wizards and Hasbro that we do not want their personal politics infecting our game, they will have to listen. And I know a lot of you have no idea what social justice is about, or the social justice warriors are. We all know this term. And I said earlier, I lack tact. I don't understand yet how to really concisely make my points. And so I brought in a good friend of mine to tell you a little bit about why it's important we understand the negative effects of these social justice hate mobs. Take it away, Undoomed.
So let's go through how a social justice warrior hate mob works. First, they identify a group where they have no influence. And this could be anything from Freemasonry to basketball. That doesn't matter to them. In fact, it really doesn't matter if they're interested in the topic of that group or not. They will demand influence just for the sake of having influence. Now, once they've gotten their foot through the door, they will identify a target. Who or what that target is again irrelevant to them. It only matters to them that you're at the right place at the right time, or at the wrong place at the wrong time, as it were. You have now become a stepping stone for them to gain more power and influence. Let's use Matt Taylor as an example. You remember him, right? It's Shirtgate guy. He became a target after committing the horrible crime of landing a spaceship on a comet wearing the wrong shirt. He was subsequently hounded and harassed into providing an apology for this horrific crime. In fact, he was hounded to such a degree that he delivered his apology in tears. And of course, still, the social justice warriors wanted more. Now, does this shirt look so horrible to you? I mean, you may not be a big fan of motif shirts, but come on. This is a non-event, and any person who was offended by this shirt needs to grow the fuck up. Another example is Nobel laureate Tim Hunt, who was forced to resign after making an off-the-cuff comment in a Q&A section. This guy literally wrote the book on cancer research, and social justice warriors forced him out of his job. Now, I could go on, but I think you get the idea. The point is, they will do anything to the point of damaging cancer research for the entire world just to gain influence over things they're not interested in. So to summarize, it is not an easy fight to oppose these people, and there may be some personal consequences, but it must be done. This will not stand, and we will not go quietly into that night.
What's up, and thanks for watching this video. I produce all different kinds of content, so if you haven't yet, click on my face to subscribe. If you want to watch more videos, I've got some sweet playlists, including this one, where I open up every fat pack ever created. I've also got this one over here, where I open just about anything vintage and old and expensive for your enjoyment. And all this is made possible by the awesome backers at our Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Hop on over there, check it out, see if it's something you might want to consider. If not, sit back, enjoy, and I'll still love you.